Today we're going to talk about even and odd functions, trigonometric functions. So let's talk about even. So we have even and odd function here. So even is cosine, negative x, and secant. So those are even trigonometric functions. That is, if we do have a negative on its degree, we can just remove it. But on odd, we're going to move it outside of the function, just like multiplying it by a negative number. Now let's try this one. So cosine negative 45, what is its value of? So we can just get rid of the negative sign. So this is just equal, they are the same. So we already know what's cosine of 45 degrees. It's going to be root 2 over 2. So pretty easy with this information. Now, how about this one? We have sine of negative pi over 3. So this is an odd trigonometric function. So we can just move the negatives sign outside of that, outside of the sign. So let's convert pi over 3 into degrees. So that's going to be 60 degrees. Now we can just move it like this. So we have negative sine of 60 degrees. So sine 60 degrees, that's going to be root 3 over 2. Okay, now let's try this one. That's going to be tangent of negative 3 pi over 4. So we can just move the negative sign into the outside of the function. So that's going to be negative tan of 3 pi over 4. So 3 pi over 4. Let's just convert this into degree so we can have less work if you still haven't memorized the radians. So we can write negative tan 3 pi over 4 into negative tan of 135 degrees. Now we can just use this identity. So that's going to be sine of 135 degrees and cosine of 135 degrees. So now we do have this. So this is 135 degrees, which is greater than 90 degrees. So we can just use the unit circle in order to know what is the value of this sine and cosine. So we rotate it here counterclockwise 135 degrees. Now what we need to find is the reference angle. So to find the reference angle, we need to subtract the 35 degrees. So now if you do take its difference, that's going to be 45 degrees. So we also need to be careful on the sign here. So sine 45 degrees is, we already know, it's going to be root 2 over 2. It's the same as cosine 45 degrees. It's going to be root 2 over 2. So now we have this. So what we're going to do now is know what's the sign of this. So on quadrant 2, that's going to be a positive sign. Quadrant 3 is going to be tangent is positive, and in quadrant 4 it's going to be a positive cosine. So now we all know that we have a positive root 2 over 2 and negative cosine. Now we can just cancel the negative signs. So that's going to be root 2 over 2 divided by root 2 over 2, and that's going to be 1. And that's answer just for this problem.